Ladies and gentlemen, football fans, Kaiser Chiefs believers, Sundowns shareholders, and goalkeepers currently practicing how to catch crosses without giving us heart attacks. Today we are entering dangerous territory. Not VAR dangerous. Not transfer window dangerous. Not Kaiser Chiefs signing another striker and hoping for the best dangerous. We're talking about a debate that can start a civil war in South African football. Who is the better goalkeeper? Ronwen Williams or Brandon Peterson? One is South Africa's #1. The other is one of the most talented shot stoppers in the PSL. One has become a continental superstar. The other has spent years proving he deserves more respect than he gets. So today we're comparing everything. Reflexes, shot stopping, distribution, leadership, big game performances, consistency, and most importantly, which goalkeeper would you trust if your life depended on keeping a clean sheet? Let's get into it. Let's start with the journeys. Ronwen Williams. Ronwen Williams didn't wake up one morning and become South Africa's best goalkeeper. The man spent years carrying teams. At SuperSport United, he developed into one of the most reliable keepers in the PSL. Week after week, season after season, no drama, no excuses, just performances. Then came the move to Mamelodi Sundowns, and somehow he became even better. Which is scary, because usually players join Sundowns and become good. Ronwen joined Sundowns and became a football cheat code. Brandon Peterson has had a different journey. His career wasn't filled with headlines every week. He had to fight for recognition, fight for opportunities, fight for minutes, fight for respect, and whenever people doubted him, he responded with saves, not tweets, not interviews, not podcasts, saves. The man's gloves have done most of the talking. Now we're talking about the most important job. Stopping goals, not posting motivational quotes, stopping goals. In this category, both are elite. Brandon Peterson has some of the fastest reflexes in South African football. There are moments where a striker celebrates before the ball reaches the net. Then Peterson somehow appears, like a horror movie villain. Out of nowhere, save. The striker is confused. The fans are confused. Even Peterson looks confused. But then there's Ronwen Williams. And this is where things get ridiculous. Ronwen has become one of Africa's best shot stoppers. Not South Africa, Africa. Some of his saves look physically impossible. The ball is heading for the top corner. The striker is already running to celebrate. Then suddenly, a hand appears. Save, replay, save, replay again. Still a save. Scientists begin studying the footage. Winner, Ronwen Williams. Barely, very barely, but his consistency at the highest level gives him the edge. Modern football has changed. Goalkeepers aren't just goalkeepers anymore. They're midfielders wearing gloves. Managers now expect keepers to start attacks. And in this category, Ronwen Williams is elite. The man can pass, long passes, short passes, switches, build-up play, everything. Sometimes Sundowns' attack starts with Ronwen, which is terrifying. Imagine pressing Sundowns only to discover the goalkeeper can pass better than your midfield. Peterson is good with his feet, very good, but Ronwen operates at another level. Winner, Ronwen Williams. Command of the box. This is where goalkeepers earn respect. Crosses, corners, set pieces, chaos. 22 people flying through the air, someone's elbow in your face, someone else's knee in your ribs, and you still have to catch the ball. Ronwen thrives in these situations. His communication is excellent, his positioning is excellent, his decision-making is excellent. His defenders trust him. That's important, because when defenders trust their goalkeeper, everybody becomes calmer. Peterson is also strong in this area, but occasionally he can be slightly less commanding compared to Ronwen. And at the highest level, small differences matter. Winner, Ronwen Williams. The big match factor. Now we're entering the category that separates good players from legends. Big games, pressure, finals, cup matches, penalty shootouts, national team duty, the moments where millions are watching. And this category belongs to Ronwen. The man became a national hero. His performances for South Africa national football team transformed his reputation from excellent goalkeeper to African superstar. Particularly in penalty shootouts. At some point Ronwen stopped saving penalties. He started collecting them, like Pokemon cards. Meanwhile Brandon Peterson has had strong performances in major matches. Very strong, but he simply hasn't had the same number of iconic moments. Winner, Ronwen Williams. By a significant margin. The talent argument. Now here's where things get controversial. Some fans argue Peterson is naturally more gifted. The reflexes, the athleticism, the spectacular saves, the ability to pull off miracle moments. And honestly, there is a legitimate argument. Peterson's ceiling is incredibly high. When he's in form, he can look absolutely world-class. The problem isn't talent, the problem is consistency. Ronwen doesn't just perform occasionally, he performs all the time. And football history rewards consistency more than potential. Football isn't tennis. Individual talent matters, But winning matters too, and this category is almost unfair. Ronwin's trophy cabinet is beginning to look like a furniture store. League titles, domestic trophies, individual awards, national team success, continental recognition. The man is collecting achievements like Sundowns collect possession. Peterson has not enjoyed the same level of team success, and that's not entirely his fault. A goalkeeper can only do so much. He can't save a shot, clear the ball, create a chance, and score the winner. Although modern football might ask him to. So who is the better goalkeeper? If we're talking pure talent, the debate is closer than people think. Much closer. Brandon Peterson deserves enormous respect. He's one of South Africa's finest goalkeepers, and on his best day, he can compete with anybody. But if we're talking about consistency, leadership, distribution, big game performances, trophies, international reputation, career achievements, then the answer is clear. Ronwen Williams wins, not because Brandon Peterson isn't good, but because Ronwen has built one of the greatest goalkeeping careers South Africa has ever seen. He's not just competing with current goalkeepers anymore. He's competing with legends. So bravi gang, who are you choosing? Ronwen Williams or Brandon Peterson? Would you rather have the proven king of African goalkeeping or the talented underdog who many believe deserves more credit? Drop your answer in the comments. And remember, a striker can miss 10 chances and still sleep peacefully. A goalkeeper makes one mistake, and suddenly he's trending on social media for all the wrong reasons. Until next time.